That will definitely be probably our youngest position this year. Michelle Burrow will be the veteran, and she's only a sophomore, but had significant playing time last year. She basically was our M2 and played most matches. So we're looking for Michelle to come in and be that veteran middle that leads the way. She started off on a very high note. She made the commitment to be here this summer, which was a huge commitment for her. She's from Lincoln, Nebraska, and really had a lot of great opportunities at home, reasons to go home this summer, but she made the commitment to be here, and it really paid off because she increased her vertical from the spring till summer 5 inches, which is huge, especially for somebody that already has a good vertical. She's touching higher than any player we've ever had at UNI. The downside of that is she's one of those kids that have been out for 6-7 days, so we're slowly trying to get her back in. She was back in practice a little bit this morning, and I think she's going to try to go some this afternoon. And I think the biggest part about having Michelle out is that she not only needs to produce on the court for us, but our other 2 middles are freshmen, so they need an example. And I said earlier, you know, we have Kalani in there and Kim in there, and they work hard and they do well, but it's not quite the middle that we're looking for to lead that example. So we need Michelle back in there to help our younger middles out as well. But like I said, Michelle has done great things up until the point where she got hurt, so we're looking for her to get back in there and lead the way. Krista DeGeest is our red shirt freshman, who obviously got some playing time this spring, but hasn't really been in the heat of competition yet. Is doing very well. She continues to improve. The middle, I think, is the hardest position to come in and play from high school because there's so many things going on. Blocking is extremely tough because we ask you to be a part of every block, and they're not used to having to do that, especially at the speed the offense is coming at you. So she's really improved a lot in her game. And then Shelby Kinsel is from Mount Vernon, freshman coming in. Huge presence at the net, but just at this point doesn't have the speed of the game. They ran a much slower offense at her high school, and we're asking her to make a lot of changes, which it's difficult to do in 2 weeks' time, but she's really come a long way. She's also somebody that's kind of been in and out of practice because of injuries. So we're slowly working her back in as well. I think she's actually out this afternoon again. So those 2 will be competing, it looks like, for the M2 spot. I can see us using both of them at times throughout the year, and maybe not making any final decisions on that till the end of the season, or maybe not at all.